digital art. No, it's a drawing board today. Wrong scene. Wrong scene?
Oh no! You ruined everything.
No, I didn't. It's not ruined. Drawing board is here. Look, I got the camera set up and everything.
You think I'm watching you? I'm not watching you.
You don't have to watch it. I'm getting everything in focus so people can see me draw.
Shrine but wants lasagna. Monday lasagna. You are so Garfield. Ooh.
Mondays.
Mondays, am I right? I don't think Garfield has a job, so I think every day should be a weekend, but I think every day to him is Monday.
That's because he has a negative attitude. He should have a positive attitude like Odie. Odie knows how to keep himself very, very hyped up.
I don't think Odie knows.
You don't think Odie knows what? You don't think Odie has lots of esoteric knowledge?
Well, I mean, I never see any thought bubbles coming off of Odie, so I think that really just sums it up.
That's because he's ascended beyond the need for external contemplation. He doesn't need to articulate it. It just is. It's a state of being for Odie now.
Odie ruined something I already ruined. What, Mondays? I'm not saying Garfield ruins Mondays. I'm not sure Odie ruins Mondays, but Garfield is just kind of... I think he may be convinced every day is Monday for him.
Well, there's no change in Garfield. He is eternal.
He's morphed over the years, so he used to be like more cat-like, and then all of a sudden he became like a really more appealing cartoon character that could walk properly.
I don't know,
I'm serious. You've never seen the evolution of Garfield?
No, I've seen like the earlier drawings. He looked like way more dumpy.
Yeah, like in the earlier drawings, it looked like he's not capable of walking. He just sits all the time. And then all of a sudden in the 50s, he got the big Google eyes and he can smile, and he has teeth, and he's like on 2 feet.
In the 50s?
And you know, he's got like, he's like, what?
He was around in the 50s?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you said in the 50s he was able to smile. I was like, I didn't think he was that old.
No, he got the Google eyes, he got the teeth, he's on his back legs, he can walk properly.
If Jim Davis was...
I think I've seen... What?
If Jim Davis was Garfielding in the 50s, I'd be worried he's some sort of like immortal vampire creature. Like a vampire whose hobby is making newspaper cartoons.
Garfield was a 70s, 80s creature, and then by the 80s, 90s, he really morphed into what he is now, which is, you know,
Calendars.
Mascot. Yeah, not even.
The Garfield we know and love today. The international
very
sensation.
Quiet to me.
I probably am very quiet because now I'm over here looking to the microphone, but you can see when I go into drawing mode, I'm further away from the microphone. So I could try turning the gain up, but we might get more
How is that possible?
room noise. I'm just over here away from the mic, but that's the consequence of art. That's the sacrifices I make to prioritize drawing over socializing.
Socializing.
That's how you say it, right? I know. I would know. I'm an expert at socializing. Number one socializer, that's me.
Yeah.
Got it. In case anyone's wondering, what are you drawing today? This is one of our slots from the big commission queue. So I got an OC with a longsword and a sniper rifle strapped to their back. And their halo is going strong, but there's a bunch of nightmares back here challenging them. So they have their work cut out for them.
I see we've just moved from thumbnail to blues to pencils, and we're not even stopping in between. You're too into it.
That is correct. And normally I like to have pencils ready for the stream, because this is almost like people can't even really see, like, what are you doing? But the blues are, you know, most of the way done, so I think I can switch over to pencils before too long here.
Socializing. Yeah, really. Socializing.
It's that thing where if you want to do a bunch of that, then you probably should not try to be a professional artist. Because this is about as SoCal as I get right here on stream.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you know, I'm sorry. We actually made a lot of sacrifices in our 20s and 30s to where we are. And one of them I can talk about is we actually told a friend who was all about going to karaoke bars and drinking that we're not going with her to do that anymore. We're like, no, we need to focus on our career and actually like move stuff forward. And she was really offended. But like all she had, like our entire purpose to her was to be the audience when she gets up at karaoke and like applaud her. Like our whole purpose in life was to be the people she comes back to after she does karaoke in the dark. You know, and one time Dave has reminded me of this. Like she would always talk about her problems to us, but as soon as I started talking about one of my problems, she like shut me down.
Yeah, like you were. I remember observing that you were like the constant personal diary for her, of her
Hmm.
woes and problems and complaints. And that's, I guess that's a friend thing to do, is to listen to another friend's problems. But as soon as you had some own like emotional issues, and you're like, well, at least I've got a friend I can talk to about it. And then as soon as you started talking with her about some of the stuff that you were dealing with, like her eyes just glazed over completely, and she just shut that down as fast as she possibly could. And it was like, oh, this is not reciprocal. This is like she is the main character and we are just here to observe the glory, sort of a thing.
Yeah, we noticed that with a lot of people in college was that they were the main character, they were the Buffy, and then we are the no name friends who get 15 minutes of screen time if we're lucky. And Jesus Christ, if we don't pick up the phone in time for their hangout, we're in trouble.
Well, actually, yeah, there have been people that have been that were like in that era that were irate if we were like, oh, listen, we've kind of got a crisis. Our car is busted. We have to figure out how we're going to get groceries. We actually can't hang out right now. Thank you for the invite, but we can't make it. Telling them no, that was a big problem. That was a big problem if our availability was not 100% uniform all the time.
Yeah, sure on boats as friends share. Those aren't friends. But those are slave drive owners, and they need to stop it and grow up, and possibly move back in with their parents. That would be good.
I don't know. Like they can do their thing. They can be how they need to be. But I think it's also reasonable for us to at some point be like, well, maybe we have other places to be. Maybe we should put our focus elsewhere where it feels like maybe it's a little more reciprocal. Because
Well, again, we were driving like 40 minutes to her apartment, one way, to look at her sit on her couch and watch a movie and play with her dog.
yeah,
That was our job. And then when we said like, "Hey, we got to step away. We want to kind of focus on our own thing." She started showing up outside our house or our apartment. She had never driven over to see us before. But all of a sudden, we saw her like walking outside our window with her dog, like like smugly. I don't know why.
I don't know. If the weather's nice out, probably she's having a good time. But yeah, it did come off as
It was
maybe a,
dark.
a little like, this is a little strange.
It was at night.
Yeah, like never could be bothered to come over to our neck of the woods at any point when we were, quote unquote friends. But the moment we're like, hey, we're kind of busy, we might not be able to hang out as much. Suddenly, there she is, walking past the window with like the the Harley Quinn grin plastered over her face.
Lovely. Yeah, that. Oh man, I definitely want to call and spend more time with that one. Definitely not proving me right.
And people wonder why I like to draw so much.
Well, like another clue is like if you have to drive 40 minutes to take your dog for a walk in someone else's neighborhood, this might not be about the dog.
Yeah, the dog was probably like gradually upset when it pieced that together. At first, it was like, my owner loves me and takes me for walks very frequently in a variety of exotic locations. I am valued. And then over the years, the dog was like, wait a minute, I don't think this is about
Like,
me at
why is
all.
it a 40-minute why is it a 40-minute freeway drive to walk around this like apartment complex in downtown Columbus? That's really weird.
Why is it that I do not get as many treats as I think I should get? Something is amiss in this relationship. Gotta look over at my reference because she's got a Chimera Mark V strapped to her back.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
Reference.
So I have heard, since this is on the big commission queue, it's an old piece,
Yep.
and they checked in, which is why I made it priority.
Yep.
I believe this is the color piece, and then we've got a couple sketches that go with it.
There are going to be a couple of sketches that go with it. Yeah, they reserved a full color piece and then a couple of sketch slots for $5 each. So the sketches.
I haven't seen.
Hmm?
Okay. I haven't seen the description on the sketch pieces. I'm not sure if they came in or not. Do
Oh,
you
they
know if
did.
it's the
I
same
have them on
character?
the. I have them thumbnailed out, so it was approved with the main piece. I thumbnailed it all at the same time to be like, "What do you think of this?" And they're like, "Looks good."
I got a bing. I know Gabe is off dealing with some computer stuff. Apparently, he has to deal with some RAM. He has to.
Dodge Ram Lincoln Mercury series computer
That's
issues.
all I know. Actually, the joke is I don't even know what those are really. I think they're car related.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
When computer guys talk about RAM being expensive, they're talking about the price changes in pickup trucks, I believe. I think that's what they're talking
I
about.
assume. I assume. Let me see if I can get YouTube to work.
Actually, is YouTube even successfully streaming? Oh, it looks like it is. Looks
It
like
is.
it finally kicked
You
on.
got it.
Oddly enough, you'd think, oh, that's the most mainstream of the platforms. It should work the smoothest and cleanest because they have the most resources. But it always actually seems to be the jankiest one. Go figure. I got my stream up there. Gigantic picture of my hand. No, I need a reference for this rifle computer. Thank you very much.
You need a reference for one of the guns you drew over 5 years ago, Dave.
I do.
What? You're losing your edge, sir.
Losing it! I'm losing it! Reminds me of the scene from Spider-Man before when you were like, you guys, we've sacrificed so much. I restrained myself from just cutting in with like, do you have any idea how much I've sacrificed? You know, classic, you know the scene I'm referencing, right? Please.
No, I do. I'm honestly
Oh,
like
God.
racking my brain trying to what?
Tell me you know the
I'm
scene
just-
I'm
I'm-
referencing. You have to know.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1. I know that exactly. I'm just stopping because I'm trying to actually think about what did he sacrifice. That's why I'm not replying because I'm like, no, I don't think he did anything.
It'd be great if one of the guys in the boardroom is just like, well, not really, actually.
No, it should be the, well, what have you done for me lately?
I've been working weekends, you sons of bitches. I've been working weekends. It's the ultimate conceivable sacrifice for a CEO. They've been working weekends.
Oh, how unusual.
These rifles are cool, but they're very bulky.
Yeah. Oh, I have to go check on something dumb. Hold on. It's the internet.
Oh, it's the
No.
internet. I was gonna ask, is it Scruffers? Is he out there asking for walnuts again?
I can't tell. He's cute. He should be. All right, now I just gotta do something dumb. See if it matters. I think it's gonna be there in a sec.
Now we are expecting company. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to get this drawing looking pretty good. The all the important perspective and like layout stuff is decided in the thumbnail stage, so then the blue stage is a lot more straightforward. That's why it's a lot easier to work on stuff like this in stages, because if you just like go in, with like final colors and inks to a blank page, it's like, well, you got to figure out everything all at once. If that's the case, there's probably some people that can pull that off, but for the rest of us mortals, way easier to work from a thumbnail than thumbnail to a blue line sketch and just build it up step by step.
Oh, I can't hear anything you're saying because I posted a meme in a PG-13 chat that quotes 50 Shades of Grey, and they're like flipping their shit about it, like it matters.
Well,
And they're like, this is a PG-13 chat. And I'm like, if you are old enough to dissect this line of dialogue and figure out what it's about, it's going to be okay.
What chat are you in that's like a PG-13 chat? Like,
Oh.
What is it, like a Toys R Us, like an aficionados group or something?
It's for furries who are afraid to.
Well, there's your first problem.
Well, it's for furries who stay for work because they're not comfortable with themselves.
Well, then why are they talking about 50 Shades of Grey if they're not?
I put that in there because the joke about that one is like, if you ever feel bad about your work, remember this was published.
Wait a minute. So
What?
So you were presenting to me the notion that, like, you put a meme in there, and then they were
Yeah.
overreacting, and you're like, how dare they overreact? They talk about 50 Shades of Grey. But are you also the same culprit that put in the 50 Shades of the Grey?
Well, no, they weren't talking about 50 Shades of Grey. I put that in there because the joke is, look, this got published, so you feel good about your work.
That's true.
Okay. And like actually the thing about it is I put it in our Dreamkeeper's Telegram and everybody's fine with it. I cross post. Which might I add about this group, I am the only one who posts things in there because they're not capable of interacting like human beings and talking to each other.
Have you explained?
furries-
Have you tried explaining to them how much you have sacrificed? That might help out if they understood.
I sacrificed weekends.
Hey guys,
I find all the good cat memes.
Just wanted to check in real quick. Do you have any idea how much I sacrificed? I wanted to see if you did or not.
Okay, question for Dave that's art related. Does it get weird drawing hands up close in high detail when they only have 3 fingers instead of 4?
Not really. Actually, I'm more used to 3 fingers because I've drawn it so much for the Dreamkeeper style, so I'm pretty accustomed to it. It's at first it might take some getting used to, but you just have to think of it more of like, look at like Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny. Like, they're more cartoony, so the 3 fingers really just kind of fits. It gels with the style better. The proportions are all different. Usually instead of having 3 joints in the finger, they'll have 2 joints in the finger, which I tend to retain some of that stylistic sense when I go to 5 fingers anyways, just to make the drawing read a little more clearly, because I'm not going for, hyper realistic hand illustrations. Because I feel like it'd be weird to have like really cartoony stylistic stuff, but then the only thing that's like hyper realistic are like, the hands. But this character does have a 5-fingered hand, so I'm simplifying it down a little bit, but also trying to keep it dynamic and also try to keep it looking good. So it's just little tweaks to make the styles hopefully mesh in. Not that I always get it completely perfect or flawless, but it's just fun to draw and see how it comes together.
Okay, anyway, I had to go check on that chat because the mods don't do anything. They just like wiggle and get uncomfortable. So I'm just looking at them like, you gonna block me? Are you gonna delete it?
Are you trying?
Okay, well.
Are you trying to get banned? Is that what you want?
I just don't fucking care anymore.
Uh-oh.
I'm the one bringing out the cat memes.
You guys, alert.
I don't put cat memes in instead.
She's reached the point of giving no fucks. This is a danger zone.
Well, actually, they don't like it when I put fucks in there, so apparently I have a lot of fucks to not give them.
Red alert, girl on internet gives no fucks. Repeat, she gives no fucks. Prepare for impact.
Alright, old schooler animators stick to 4 fingers because it's easier to handle than 5. Actually, it's because you can do it quicker. It's because animating it is quicker, and because
Well, quicker,
it
easier.
became a style thing.
Quicker and easier, kind of.
Yeah.
They're bedfellows. They get along.
Yeah, somebody actually calculated how much time you save by doing 4 fingers or 3 and a thumb instead of the 5.
And then, of course, there's doing monsters, where you can just do whatever you want, and it's a monster, so who's to say?
Well, yeah, the mods are also afraid of touching anything non-PG-13. I have to question some of the
Well, if it's a PG-13 chat, then just...
It's not. They say it's PG, but like nobody ever says that.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
because they never post anything.
Well, when in Rome, if it's PG-13, there's plenty of cool PG-13, like, awesome PG-13 stuff to talk about. There's...
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Now, first of all, it's a PG chat, which I found out today. And second of all, I'm pretty sure Jurassic Park is not allowed because that's PG-13. Uh-oh.
Wait, it's not PG-13, it's just PG chat?
Yeah, I learned that today.
Are the people in this chat, like, all, like, children? Like, or... Because if it's literally all grown adults... It's a little weird to have a chat where it's like, all right, guys, G rating max. We cannot use any of the damn words. Nothing that's like the least. It's like, well, is everyone not an adult with like a functional, emotional, like filtration system?
They're adults. they're all adults, but they're very uncomfortable all of the time with everything. They're prudes.
What's
Okay.
going on with Dave's mic?
It's
He's
probably
quiet,
because
but
when I'm
so-
close up, it's fine, but then I go over here to draw.
Oh.
So this is as far as I can get the mic.
That's all. Okay.
Or- actually, maybe I can get a little closer. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's probably gonna be better.
A wee bit closer.
A wee bit closer.
Anyway, Hazen, I'm talking about how I accidentally upset the prudes today.
Well, she's in
You accidentally upset the crudes.
no, she's
prudes.
she's in some
Oh.
chat somewhere where apparently the chat speed limit is not PG-13. It is a PG chat filled only with adults, and so I'm just trying to figure out
and
what
they're
is
furries.
what is the like. How do you
What's
get
the point of that?
Yeah, how do you get a bunch of adults together where it's like, all right, guys, now we're not going to break the rating level of PG at all. It has to be PG. Like, that's just a very strange. Like, is someone's grandma in there? Like, is someone like worried their mom's going to see the chat? What's going on?
Well, evidently,
Grandma
it's
better get
grandma in
ready.
the chat. Yeah.
Time to log in and look at totally acceptable conversations. Oh no!
You know, so actually there is like almost no conversation in there because they're not like capable of holding a conversation.
Oh, I didn't expect this. Oh my goodness! Grandma's just.
So I posted
Yeah,
I,
like
I
you-
posted a meme and they're not happy, but they're not with it enough to do anything about it. So I'm just looking at it, I'm like, okay,
Are you
well, I
like
guess I win.
Are you like the most dangerous outlaw in this space? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's Liz. You
That's
never know.
why she likes being in there.
You never know what she's going to
What?
do. She's at large. She can post whatever she wants, and no one dares step up to her.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, the funny thing, actually, no. Okay, the best thing about it is that they were paranoid and made their chat where you can't forward or screenshot in it.
Okay,
Which has
I can see that for
okay,
privacy.
so it's like
whatever.
okay for privacy, but it has backfired because I can do shit in there and they can't like forward or screenshot me.
You are a true pirate at heart.
So it's like, all right, I guess I'm just I guess I'm gonna get the finger at the tut finger and
Liz
keep
is gonna
going.
be king of the pirates.
Now, Liz, one day I'm gonna say tut tut and then shake my head in disappointment if I see photographs of a phone screen of you in chat wild and out, because do you think you're safe if they can't screenshot? They can take another phone and just take a photograph of that screen. And
Well, I do that all the time. I've done that to them too.
what do you mean you do that all the
But
time?
Who
Wait
has
a minute.
2 phones?
What? I have 2 phones.
Why do you have 2 phones?
What you
I
have
have
two?
my phone and Dave's phone.
What spooky business are you up to?
Did-
Liz with 2 phones.
What are you using
And
my
Dave's
phone
phone.
for? You don't have my phone. My phone is
What?
mine. It belongs to
Dave.
it's
Well,
copyright
I also
David.
hooked.
Ownership me.
I also hooked up Telegram so I can just get into your phone from my phone. You know that.
I almost did a spit
Why?
take. It's a
It
good
was
thing I don't
easier.
have any like secret shit because I'm just
Dave,
that
they're calling
excited.
you a queen.
I'm a queen. Can I get? Can I be like a king or a duke instead, please?
A dookie?
A duke? No, not a dookie.
No, I don't have a phone number for you. And hey Sharon's but hi Nick.
Well,
They're
Nick
scared of
Case
love
has a
caves and
burner,
cannibalistic chipmunks. It's cannibalistic hamsters, I think. Is what you're referring to.
Yeah, that was the meme. Actually, you guys have seen it. It's a cannibalistic hamster meme, and I told them it's like, if you can if you were old enough to dissect what that is about, it's going to be okay. And they're like, well, it makes me uncomfortable. This is a PG-13 chat.
Wait, do they
Go
talk
get your
about
mother.
that book in there?
No, the fact is like we publish books. I publish books. The owner of the chat has published books. It's about content. That's what it's about.
What's the?
It's about content. So they're advertising
Dave.
something.
No, Dave, go look in your own chat. I put it in both chats because I
I'm-
cross post.
Do I look in chats all the time? Am I a guy that hangs out in the
You
chat
never
room?
do.
No, I'm drawing pictures. This is my chat right here. This is where I'm at.
You're having a serious conversation with that pencil.
This is my chat, and now I need you to explain to me the cannibalistic hamsters meme because I don't
She can
understand
do
it.
magic with her own one hand.
What is the cannibalistic hamsters meme, and why is it not PG? It sounds like it'd be very PG.
That is an actual line from 50 Shades of Grey.
Does it
Yeah,
sounds
I
like
know.
a funny line? Is it like a humor book?
Yeah, it sounds like an idiot wrote that, and that is exactly what happened. Fucking like there's a line in I can't remember like word for word what it's like, but it's like he circled his finger around my love cave and he got up in my face and said and looked at me with the same appetite of a mother hamster about to eat its three-legged young. And he said, "Are you ready for this?" Like, it's so insane, like hearing from women like the kinds of things they imagine will be hot. Because if some guy did that to you in real life, you would be like dry as Sahara.
Oh, you'd be like, get the fuck out of my house.
I have now for the first time realized that 50 Shades of Grey might have totally deserved its notoriety and success, because that's hilarious. That is funny. That is good humor writing.
He touched my clitoris.
Like if the whole thing is like
you know
that,
what?
then it's gonna be like a laugh out loud riot.
You know what?
That was a bestseller, Firu.
I'm watching that chat, the PG chat, to see if they're actually going to throw more of a fit, and they're not, but I may just fucking gaslight them and be like, was that about sex? I thought it was about publishing. Oh, I had no idea. You know?
I thought eating a three-legged hamster was a euphemism for publishing. I mean, it feels like that sometimes.
I thought this was about publishing. My bad. Oh, I don't understand this. What is this? I may do that.
Why can't you just
Yes,
behave?
that was a bestseller, Firu, because it was like easily disguisable porn that like 45-year-old women could read in their classrooms to themselves. Not like to the class, but you know, while the class is working on something else, they can pull that out of their desk and read that, and nobody would be the wiser.
So do they just need like a pornographic book that just has a cover that doesn't say it's pornographic? Because I would imagine that's a pretty easy task to fulfill.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Everybody looks at or everybody has seen porn. Everybody, to some degree, consumes porn in some capacity, and or has in the past. Except for Dave, he makes it. Okay, so if you make porn, you're cannibalizing your baby hamster, I guess, or whatever. But you like some people, like, you know, you'll see all these idiots on the internet now being like, we should ban porn because it is Satan and porn. You know, those people, they all look at porn, they all jack off to porn. They probably jack off to gay porn, but they don't want you to know that because they're trying to like had this image on the internet for one reason or another. But either way, a lot of people who like porn, is a whole lot more convenient for them to look at porn if they can just do it in a way where nobody can see it. And most people can do that. But back in like 2005, 2004, 2005, when I don't know when 50 Shades of Grey come out, but when it came out, there were still all these 45, 50-year-old women who did not know how to use computers, did not know how to use the internet, barely know how to use a cell phone. And they certainly don't want to be caught looking at porn, and they don't even know what kind of porn is on the internet. It might not even be what they like, you know, but they go through and they find this book, and it's like, well, nobody knows what this is, so I can just read this in class, and they literally couldn't put it down. Like, they just had, you know, so it started out, I think, as like a Twilight fan fiction or something, and these women just ate that up because they love Twilight. They love the fantasy of like the one guy they want to break into their house and come and get them at night. You know, they love that fantasy. But like anything close to that in real life, of course, anybody would freak out about that. But they want to like read a book about that or something, or a book about someone basically buying you and owning you because they're rich.
Well, I think it makes sense to me that fantasies and reality is totally, like, even taking it out of a sexual context. You know, guys watch James Bond movies because it's sort of like, oh yeah, I can imagine being him. But in real life, would I want to be in like a knife fight with 3 trained men on like the wing of a fighter plane? No. Well,
there's so many. Yeah, you're seeing like more and more videos of these guys. They're like stalking women, and then the cops will talk to them and be like, "Hey, look, this is a young girl. You cannot stalk this girl no more. What you're doing is illegal. You cannot follow her around and come into where she works and stuff like that and try to talk to her." And like you'll see like a handful of these guys be like, "What about like rape fantasies and stuff? Like, women have those, you know. Women have fantasies about stuff like that." And it's just like, what you're implying here is that she's secretly fantasizing or would enjoy you doing that to her. That's fucking crazy, man. Why? Because like some women read 50 Shades of Grey. Like there's a big fat black and white line between fantasy and reality, and people are allowed to fantasize and read fantasy things and consume fantasy media about something that is not that does not necessarily mean they want that in real life. In fact, very seldom do they actually want that in real life. I guarantee you, 99% of the people who, you know, in fucking discords and stuff, they'll post like, oh yeah, oh, I really love like incest stuff. Like they probably don't they probably have a mom and dad, I would think, and they probably have maybe brother or sister too. Doesn't mean they want to engage in that in real life. It just means that there's like a fantasy content thing of it that they enjoy.
I feel
So
like
there's like a big line there.
Okay, Mamo has written his own in chat. I think he's ready for publication.
He's written his own what?
50 Shades of Grey.
actually it's better. It's a little step forward. We call ours 51 Shades of Grey.
I like how he brings in random animals in here, like the raccoon, the pelican, and the squirrel.
It's funny.
I know.
But I say all that to say this: if you're fantasy, if you're getting off to reading 50 Shades of Grey, you are cringe.
Yeah, especially now.
And there's no saving you.
Fantasy.
I think it was one of those like, oh, it's new at the time, so everyone was like, wow, we haven't seen that before, and then it cooled down, and it was like, ew, look at that.
I doubt a single one of those women. Well, not a single, but probably. I doubt a majority of those women actually enjoyed the way that was written. I think that whoever wrote that was just like a bad writer, even in the context of what they were writing. I think a lot of women just like the situation, like, oh my god, a rich guy is just interested in some normal little girl like me, and he wants to tie me up and finger my butthole and stuff, and it's unconventional what he wants.
Mamo's book is called Shades of Black and Pink, and I think every time you mention an animal, it should be skunks or bunnies. Keep doing that.
Oh, is that what he's doing? It's so far up in the chat now, I can't even find it. Oh wait, there it is.
I will say I like the idea of someone's like private little like fantasies being like, oh, that one, your private fantasy, cringe. Like I think that would be that's a show that I would watch if it was produced by the NSA, because they obviously scrutinize what everyone does in terms of their porn consumption. So every year they should be like, it's time for the annual top 10 most cringe people with their porn consumption habits. Of all Americans, we know what everyone watches, but we're going to find the most cringy consumption habits, and then we're going to present them to you for your mockery and enjoyment.
Okay, just to clarify to the chat, because they're actually asking. When a stream is safe for work, that's based on the visuals. That means you're not going to see any, boobs or, naked people.
Yeah, basically no
but
nudity.
Apparently, no nudity. But, apparently we can just talk about whatever we want.
And I can even quote Hell of a Boss dialogue.
I'm
not going to at the moment because I'm not feeling it, but I could if I wanted to. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but generally speaking, we can say whatever we want, and Picardo's not gonna, and Twitter and YouTube aren't gonna strike us.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily the subject matter of the conversation is correlated to the rating level. It's just more the visual content. So if you're like visually, if you're at work
over the visuals,
and you look at, and your boss walks past you and looks over your shoulder, he'll just be like, "Oh, furry, right?" But it's like not one of those furries, so you're still kind of a little bit condemned, but not totally.
So we could basically sit here and read the entire 50 Shades of Grey to you during the chat, and it would be fine. But if Dave draws it, we're in trouble.
If there's more of that like three-legged hamster shit, I'd be down for that, because that tickles my funny bone. That was just funny.
You're down for three-legged hamsters.
I have never read that book, but I understand that it's full of gems. Just that.
Yeah, every time there's like someone that writes a book like that, I always like. Not that I've read any of them, but I get the impressions like this sounds like it's being presented by a person who does not have sex or understand what it is like at all.
Kind of like Twilight.
Yeah.
The lonely Mormon has the housewife's wet dream. I wish a young 18-year-old boy would come into my bedroom at night and watch me sleep.
And sparkle.
Watch me sparkle.
Okay, people are asking, this is a commission character. It's a fox character with multiple tails.
Yeah, she's got 9 of those tails. There's lots of tails.
Yep, it's not one of ours.
Boy.
I think that's like a kitsune or a Japanese mythological thing where they have 9 tails, right?
Kitsune, yeah.
Yeah.
She's got 9 tails and 1 longsword and a sniper rifle and a halo because she's a dreamkeeper. Look out.
And brain surgeon and rocket scientist.
And voice actor.
Oh, yeah, hey.
And a
Hey,
VTuber.
wait a
And
minute.
live streamer.
Oh man, and a lawyer.
And live streamer.
And a VTuber. And a live streamer. And a social media user.
And a future sex
And a
offender.
weekender. And an intertuber.
Yeah.
And a
Got a whole
pig.
list
And
there.
a horse. And a bunny. And a coyote, actually. I'm all of those things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't tell my mom. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just gonna keep on cycling through animals until there's something here you want to have sex with.
And they will. All right.
Oh, the rabbit.
So anyway, Mamo is pointing out, Dave, you didn't wear your gloves today, so it's not safe for work. Are you stripping?
I guess, yeah. These are full frontal bearskin hands right before your very eyes. Look out.
You know, to be fair, it is warmer here. It's been like 80 degrees, so maybe your hands are a nudist today.
Yeah, I want to develop like a neurotic condition about my hands. Now that they're on stream for the whole public to see and cataloged forever, are my hands weird? What's going on, dude? Are they clean enough? What's going on with my? I want to get like really uptight about it and insecure because that sounds like fun.
Furious says it would be awesome if Dave would illustrate a novel as Liz reads it. I think I'd get through reading it before Dave finished his art. Should be weird.
Not if you read it
couldn't even
really.
do AI art that fast.
Yeah, not if you read it really slow.
I'm not very good with voices, and I really think there should be voices. Maybe Hazen could do it.
You're pretty good with
That would be-
Lula voice. Like, actually, like we just finished recording some David and Lula stuff yesterday for the next Captain's Log, and that was pretty good, I think.
Well, thank you, but I mean, like, you know, like reading Harry Potter, I feel like somebody should do some voices. And oh, they do an audiobook by me. Oh, that's terrible.
I need Harry
It'll be
Potter
like-
as read by Gary Busey. That's what I really crave.
Yeah.
Like, the longer the book goes on, like, the more his mental state deteriorates.
Until the end, he's just like.
Oh, I would need to see photos, picture, like video of that, please.
Just shrieking
Just
about
put-
the Philosopher's Stone.
Actually, it'd be really great if the guy didn't read the book ahead of time, so he gets really into it, like what's gonna happen next.
Oh, yeah. Like, and then he's, like, talking to himself as he goes, like, oh, god damn, is Snape really the one doing all this? This is crazy. And then he continues reading.
And everybody else has read the book, but he's just really getting into. I think Harry's right. I think it is Snape.
I fucking hate Snape! I hate him! I can't wait to see when Snape gets what he deserves!
Snape. Severus Snape.
And then at the end, it's such a twist. He's like, oh my god, you guys, Snape wasn't the villain all along. This makes me really rethink when I jump to conclusions
Oh
about
man,
people.
no, I learned something today, chat.
I learned something today, chat. I am a terrible judge, jury, and executioner. Unfortunately, in real life, it is too late.
Oh,
Harry Potter, as read by Judge Dredd.
that wasn't Hazen. That was actual Snape. Sharon Boat. I don't know who Hazen is, but that was actual Snape.
Yeah, Alan Rickman
Yeah, that was
keeps
Snape. He
on...
was
Alan Rickman...
Character Snape, not Alan Rickman. He was here with us.
Yep. That was Alan Rickman. He was here
Just a
today.
moment.
I like the idea that we
We're all
have...
in the
Go
same
get him.
house, and he was here with us.
I like the idea that we have an Alan Rickman infestation. Like, he keeps on getting in here. Like, I'm on the phone with pest control. I don't know how Alan Rickman
No.
keeps getting inside. Could you please come out and spray? Is there, like, a spray for Alan Rickman? I just...
No, I love that about every celebrity, like a Stephen Colbert infestation. They keep
Oh,
coming out
that's
of TV.
that's a
My
bad
God.
one. You don't want a Colbert infestation.
I don't. I know I don't. It's not funny.
Skibbity Biden in your toilet.
Oh yeah, it can get bad. It can get really bad. That's why there's got to be a
It
professional.
doesn't leave either.
So-
It's just like crying for attention. It's like desperate for attention.
They do, and
Need
you,
approval.
and you
Come
might
on,
think
please pay attention to me.
you might think if you give them attention that they will be satisfied and leave, but it's going to exacerbate the problem because then they will learn that they need to get attention from you and that they can get it from you. So that typically will exacerbate any infestation.
You might get a couple of them.
You just need to don't feed into it. Don't give them attention and call the professionals. They can take care of it.
It's like ghost busting, but like celebrities.
Yeah.
Celebrity busters.
Who are you gonna call?
I guess in the case of Alan Rickman, it would be a ghost, though.
It would be.
I guess. Is he? I forget. Did he die? Is he?
Alan Rickman? Yeah.
He did, yeah. He passed away.
So he can only.
That's
act
why we
in-
have him here today.
So he can only
That's why we're
act
not
in
paying for him.
zombie films then. Right. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah, so we're drawing a fans OC. It's a commission from the big commission queue. They came in, so we're doing this right now.
Yeah. Just a little
The
change
new
of pace.
Harry Potter come out. The new movies. No, they're not doing movies. They're doing a TV show where they do it again,
Yeah,
but
that's
closer to the book.
I don't know. I kind of feel
Do
like
it again.
it's like they already have it
Doing it again.
done, but it's like how many times do we need to redo it? Like at this point, I'm sort of like, is someone gonna give me a good rewrite of the Bible? Like how many times do we need to reboot? We're rebooting everything else. I want a live action.
There's quite a few of those already.
Yeah.
Dave, the quest for more money is endless, and they need reruns of that too.
I really
Reboots of
hope
that.
I
Well,
really
this
hope
is
that is
also, like-
the title for the new Spaceballs movie. They have to call it The Quest for More Money. That's perfect.
This was also conceived like at the point where Warner Brothers was like $50 billion in debt,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
were just trying to make anything to show they could turn a profit, and they
Alright.
just didn't.
EMV doesn't think the series needs to happen. The films are good enough. Yes, but there is a rule, and the rule is if something is over 5 years old, we need to reboot it for the next generation because the next generation doesn't understand going back and looking at old things.
I swear the
It is.
whole
The quest for more money.
the Jurassic Park phrase is just an eternal evergreen phrase. Yeah, they spent so much time thinking about whether or not they could. They never stopped to think if they should. It's like, can we do a live action reboot of like every traditional animation that's like beloved and perfect? Yes, we can. We can absolutely sully those memories. But should we, Disney? Should we do that?
I feel like that's Jurassic Park slogan you love so much, which is, by the way, PG-13, so it can't be in that furry
It's
chat.
a little too spicy
But,
for that chat. Yeah, don't try
It
to
is.
bring that.
Oh man, we can't handle that. Oh man. Ooh. But that is a good slogan to put on the back of your car. That is a bumper sticker. Like you were so preoccupied with our United Village, never thought to think, but if you should, and just put fucking Jeff Goldblum on the back of it.
I think a better bumper sticker on the back of a car is just a bumper sticker in huge bold text. I've got nothing left to lose.
I'd
especially,
like to be behind that guy.
especially if your car is like covered in like dents and rust and scratches and scrapes and stuff. That's gonna send a very helpful message to the people around you. Called like, do you really want to find out? Do you really want to play like tailgate tag with this guy? I don't think you do.
That always worked when we had our old cars in Ohio. We got so much distance, like people took one look at us and they got in the other lane.
Yeah, as soon as they saw like the ragged tears along the side of the old Ford Escort with the duct tape lettering "Bears did this," they were like, "What the fuck?"
And the pinwheels. It was always the spinning pinwheels in the back that scared the shit out of them.
People-
I saw them a couple times.
People feared our pinwheels. Yes.
I know, it's so good. They rattled like they didn't like. I taped them down and they spun properly. They were good, but when you go really fast, the pinwheel stops spinning and then they like shake.
Yeah, there's a torque
And there
issue.
is the fear that they're gonna go flying off because they're shaking so hard at the speed, and I think that helped.
Yeah, you don't want to catch a flying disrupted pinwheel going 73 miles per hour. Trust me, that will wreck your day.
EMV, they can't pick up a movie and put it in. That would involve DVDs, and what are those?
In my day,
What are
we'd walk
those?
all the way to the DVD player, and we'd push a button to open it too, and it wasn't over there.
Oh, the original idea is to get more content out of the movies. I agree with that. Reimagining the canon, so. But that is a lot of red flags.
Like
That's
maybe
kinda
include some
scary.
of the stuff from the books or something. I could see that, but yeah, like
I'm fine with that.
why are they casting things the way they are then? That's just that
Yeah,
seems like an
that's the
odd choice. No one's gonna like
part.
that.
Because nobody has an Alan Rickman available now, which is very sad.
I do think there's an interesting disconnect between Warner Brothers being like, oh my god, financial crisis, we have to do something that's profitable and makes money, we have to do something that people like. Okay, and let's also put it in the hands of a casting director that will do the diametric opposite of that. There we go. It's like, what pick a lane, you guys. Are you spitting in the face of your fans on purpose and trying to like breed resentment and desecrate the original content out of resentment, or do you want to make money? Like, I don't think that
Like in the original movies, the guy who played Dumbledore, he passed away like in the middle of the movie series, and they found another guy. I don't remember who it was, but
Are you kidding?
they found another guy who like similar to him.
No, it's
Like some
my
people didn't
goodness,
even
you-
notice.
Wait a whoa, like slow down. Okay, first of all, the original Dumbledore actor was like a famous person. I forget his name, but then they replaced him with Magneto, and who was also Gandalf.
Was it
Yeah,
Ian McClellan?
yeah.
It still blows my mind a little bit that Magneto and Gandalf are the same person. It's diabolical.
And Dumbledore.
And nobody suspected a thing. You think Professor X would figure it out too, because he can read minds.
I think Professor
God,
X
scary.
overstates his abilities a little bit.
It wasn't Ian McClellan. It was Michael Gambon.
What? No.
Yeah, it was. It started as it was Richard Harris. He was like a stage actor in the
Yeah.
first two, and then Michael Gambon was the. A lot of people do think it's Ian McClellan, but it's not.
I've decided it is.
Apparently,
Feel on
John
my eye.
Lithgow is gonna play him in the
Yeah,
HBO
they've been-
reboot
they've
series.
been-
What the fuck?
Everybody's been trying to give him like hate for it. Like, you can't do that, to try to scare him out of the role.
John Lithgow.
I
know, the
don't
whole,
know
like,
if that's the worst
pressure.
cast, but that's certainly an interesting cast. Is Ian McClellan still alive? He could just. Why can't he do it?
I don't know. Although I would imagine maybe John Lithgow could do, like, performers like that. There's always the point where an actor gets like totally typecast, but then it's like, well, if they are a good actor and someone gives them a role that doesn't fall into that typecast, I feel like, you know,
He can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Let them show that they have the acting chops, and then you'll be like, whoa, that didn't even seem like John Lithgow. It's like, yeah, it didn't seem like the typecast roles that you are familiar with, but this guy's got range.
No, that's true. You put a big beard on anybody. I mean, anybody could be. I don't know.
I could probably be
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. I think people would love that.
You are Dumbledore.
Yeah.
You were Dumbledore. They don't remember.
You are Dumbledore.
Dumbledore. Okay. Somebody in chat is asking about some artwork that we did in the past on a shirt, and that it would be a good slogan. I'm drawing a blank because I remember all of Dave's art visually, not a description like that. What was the title to that one book for that one art piece you did? It was serving as clothes for the naked girl. What do something? I need a description on the artwork to remember that one visually, because then I can pull it up in my mind.
Did you say it's a title for a book that I did?
Yeah, and a what do, and it was a shirt for a naked girl.
A shirt for a naked
you
girl.
know-
That sounds like a paradox.
Okay, well, the one thing I know is that we have two bird characters off of a Steve Martin piece, and one of the dove has a what would Jesus do?
Oh yeah, that's
And
a.
then the
I think-
raven
I
has
remember that piece. I
the-
think the title on that piece
Yep.
is "Dirty Birds," if I remember correctly. I was
It's Dirty
keeping
Birds.
it
And then-
classy. Yeah.
And then the raven, who is like satanic, has like he's already here, is on the shirt.
Oh, you remember
But
it
that's
really
the
well.
closest I can think of.
They were having a
That's
squirt
all.
gun fight, right?
Yeah, over holy water, and it's punching.
that was one of my classy pieces. I remember now.
I know you used a real photo of the sky. You're very proud of yourself.
I used a real photograph of the sky, and I'm proud of
Just a
myself.
a photograph.
Is that not how it's pronounced? That's how.
A protograph.
I've got so
I'm not
many
gonna
sky
tell you what it was.
photographs, and I think that there's going to be little points where maybe I'll start using some of them, and they're going to look really good.
No,
Maybe I
no,
will.
you don't even.
There's
You don't even know.
Dirt.
You have so many. You took like 3 more sky photos, like when we were out for a walk yesterday. You're not doing anything with those. You can't even tell them apart.
I hoard sky photographs. It's
You do,
it's my
I know.
my weakness.
I know, and you're like, no, this is the one from 2024, Liz. This was June of 2024. Look at the clouds. It's very obvious. I don't know.
Sorry, sometimes the sky looks cool. Are you jealous? Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I know EMV now. Okay, let's talk seriously. The art was the artist. So see, he's talking about Psy Coyote with Cassandra. She wore the 2 books covering herself. Censorship for Dummies.
Oh yeah.
That one, and those would be good. I'd have to pull up the art for the exact titles of the book, but yeah, those would be cute. Sorry, honestly, we don't put a lot of words on shirts very often, just because we're so used to the animating style of, like, we'd have to draw that over and over again, so it's tough. And then also you get the overlap with boobs, where it's hard to read the shirts all the time. So we don't do it that often, but when we do, we make a point.
I'm making an earthquake with the camera. Everyone brace yourselves.
On the Richter scale of Dave.
Yeah. Well, it was
Are
just.
you doing a 4.3 here?
It's weird, like just like a 6-inch camera move makes a big difference, because otherwise, like when this is like the middle of the drawing table, and I was noticing they don't really get a good view of what I'm drawing when I'm drawing in the middle there.
Well, you know, they get to see my
And then I have my paper guard, so doesn't matter.
my beautiful rugs that I put down. But I got new rugs.
My beautiful
proud.
rug. Yeah, you guys, Liz acquired new rug. Very, very important that you compliment her new rug.
Let's do it. They're darker, so you can see them better on camera.
I know.
That was not the goal.
It's so good though that they're darker and you can see them better on camera, honey. It's great rugs. Good job. I love it. I noticed independently.
Despite me telling you.
I would have even noticed if you didn't tell me. Those are some rugs.
Okay.
There sure are some rugs.
EMB has to go figure this out. He'll be right back. Okay. Well, you guys are having some like mixed talk about Dave's censorship for dummies and Harry Potter people. So you go do that. That's not my problem.
The censorship
Hazen,
for
you were
dummies
taught-
book cover. It'd be funny if like part of the book cover was censored. I don't know if I did that or not.
I hope so. I don't know. It was small.
Yeah.
No, you're not gonna write the whole book.
The whole book
Yes,
is
you
just
were talking
censorship.
about-
Just like black, everything's
It's just
redacted.
like ours. And then at the very end, it's like, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
What
Easy.
what was that saying?
Censorship for dummies. The whole book is just black bars. Everything's redacted, and then at the very end, it's like, and that's how you do it.
Oh. That is how you
No,
do it, dummy.
We were, based on the 50 Shades of Grey, we were talking about the men who just come up to doors and demand women.
Oh yeah, you had one of those recently.
Oh yeah.
I told Hazen and a Brick about this. I had one of those the other day, and I am still beside myself of not sure what to do. And I have to describe this in great detail because I love studying people in the wild. This is unbelievable. There is a type of man. He's 5'5". He's over 60. He has a barrel belly and a really big gut, and it's covered by a shirt, big t-shirt. And the key point about him is that his arms are really short, and his fingers are really like he can't close them his hands properly. And it's to the point where the arms are so short, I don't think he could like touch his like fly on his pants. And then his legs are kind of like off to the side, and he's not capable of putting them in a straight line and like he can't walk properly, like foot in front of another. He wobbles, he tilts. It's like if you had a peg leg pirate, and it is like full. Like they have to rotate their hips left to right to walk, and they have to tilt the whole body, and they like tilt, and I don't know how they can do this without falling over. Okay, so you've got that image right. You've that's in your head about this
Oh my
man.
God.
Okay, now imagine that coming out of a blue pickup truck parked on the wrong side of the street, and he is like wobbling at full speed at me, with the face that he is going to get the pizza, gold, and treasure behind my door.
Right up the front walk.
Right up the front. I mean, this is over 50 feet of no. He is just motivated like none other. Like Jesus fucking Christ.
He was coming for that three-legged hamster.
I guess. Well, okay, and then so like I'm like, ooh. I've had it before where DoorDash gets a little confused and maybe they have the wrong house. So I stick my head out and do the full Bugs Bunny like, hey dude, what you doing? And he stops like, is Lisa there? I'm like, no. Are you Lisa? No.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? I had over 5 are you sures during this whole conversation.
Like, am I
He's like,
sure
"But-"
if I am Lisa? Let me see. Am I sure? I said no, but
Okay.
now you need to check if I'm totally confident in whether
I
or not
might
I am
be-
Lisa.
I might be lying because I've seen the
You know
shuffle
what? I'm
truffle.
not certain.
I'm suddenly changing my mind. Maybe
Also-
Lisa just doesn't like you.
Also, it's like, dude, so you and Lisa have never met then. like why do you think Lisa
Yeah.
is here and you're not sure if we're not sure? Like what?
Okay, now there's another level to this. Apparently, Lisa has one of those voice things in her throat from smoking. So if I say,
He still thought that might be you.
so yeah, I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah,
It's
we-
not
like,
me.
I don't
He's
know.
coming right for us.
Lisa is not here.
Lisa
That's
is
not
not
me.
here. Only Zool.
No. See, now mentally, I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, please stop, like, shuffling at my house. That's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
I do think it's funny how
I didn't
when you
even
leaned
get
out.
to the mental. What?
I was gonna say it's funny how when you leaned out to confront him, it's like he froze mid-step, like right before he got to the porch. It's like a deer in the headlights. Like as soon as someone was like, "Hey, dude," he was just like, whoop, and it's like his body just froze in place.
Okay, but then he also came back with, well, your house looks like the kind of house Lisa would have. Like, maybe I am wrong and I'm lying to him, and I have a Lisa behind this door.
Yeah, he had to feel out the situation for some reason.
Yeah, Lisa, you know, she buys certain types of houses. This looks like it would be one.
You've never met her, you don't know where she is, but this is definitely where she'd be. Keep shuffling. Please, keep truffle shuffling towards my door.
Please tell me you're
Ooh.
Lisa. Please, I want you to be her. I really do.
Are you sure? I know, it's the scariest thing I've ever, like, I can't even describe the motivation in his face, because I think his mouth was open the entire time he was truffling up my sidewalk.
Yeah, that's just like a good default way to keep your mouth. Is just so how like otherwise you might miss out on something that you could be eating. If it's closed, it'll just bounce off.
Ooh. Ooh. So then now keep in mind the entire time this conversation is going on, there's still a lot of "Are you sure?" is going through this.
Of course.
But we had to have a talk about, well, Lisa used to have the yellow house, and he thinks she moved a couple houses down, which, by the way, people don't do. That's just weird. And then it was like, well, and I was like, no. Oh, well, maybe she's like further down the neighborhood. I'm like, I don't think so. I really don't know anyone named Lisa or anyone in the neighborhood like that. I've never heard of any of this. Are you sure? So we finally came to the conclusion that maybe he should try calling her. Okay, good. So he truffle shuffled back to being parked on the wrong side of the street, and then just like sat in his car, I don't know, a quarter mile down, and was in his car for like an hour. I don't know. But I was far too polite, because I really should have just like shamed him right there.
Why?
Just fucking made fun of him.
I mean, it sort of took care of itself, didn't it?
I'm not sure I think it's too dumb to figure out. He just, we are actually of the opinion that there was some sort of like a boomer, what did you call it?
Some sort of like a scam, some sort of like like get some hot singles in your area. Lisa is waiting. Just give us like $37.99 at this credit card number, and then show up at Lisa's house. It'll be great. Something like that.
Yeah. It like some sort of a blind date kind of thing. And maybe he was afraid that when I saw the truffle shovel, maybe I was like Lisa, and I'm like, not this one.
Yeah, maybe he thought that you
I'm
secretly
not sure.
were Lisa, but that you were rejecting him based on sight. So he's like, please don't reject me. Are you sure that you don't want to like accept me anyways, even though I am the way I am? So maybe he was just feeling that out, but it's like,
Well, I can also pass as a 20-year-old on a good day, so I think there's kind of another level of what the hell there.
I just tell people I'm 20. That way I don't even have to worry about if I pass or not. They just know.
If you put on a hat and a Dragon Ball Z shirt, I can sneak you into some movies and get the discount rate. I've done that before.
It's been a long
remember
time
that.
since I snuck in a Dragon Ball Z shirt to a movie. I think I may be past my prime.
Well, you got to cover up your balding head now.
I do. But as long as I cover up my balding head, I'll be like, I swear, I'm probably 14. Don't I look it? Don't I look young?
Can I get the matinee to? I don't know what they're playing in the theater. They're not playing anything in the theater. I don't know. Can I get the matinee cheap under 13?
I'm not some
tickets
old
to
freak. Are you
digital
Lisa?
circuit?
Is Lisa you?
Yeah, that should be the comeback. This is Are You Lisa?
Are you Lisa? I was told that I would be able to meet
Now.
Lisa Simpson here.
Now.
This is like a
Scary.
fucking.
Oh, there you go. EMB found this. Yeah, Coyote's Cassandra character. Very good.
There's like a fucking. It's like a Shenmue thing or something. Like just guy just walking up to random houses. Have you ever heard of Lisa? Does she live here? Are you sure?
Well, and the other thing is, okay, there are levels to this. First of all, when I lived in Ohio, back in 2003, I would ride the bus, and strangers would come up to me and get way too friendly and ask my name. And I would tell them my name was Lisa, because I'm fucking with them. And when they come back, and I'd just tell them a bunch of lies, and they believe it.
So this is karma
And then when they
catching
come
up
back-
with you. You used to
It
fake,
really is.
you used to cosplay as Lisa, and now fate is like, all right, you want to be Lisa, bitch?
They found me. They found me over 20 years later, and they know where I live. But then the thing to do with that is then when they come back like a month later, they're like, Lisa, what are you doing? I'm like, I know who you are. I know you don't know me. That's why. You're a creep.
It's like you're doing the reverse smoke test to like smoke out information leaks inside. It's just you're putting out like fake names at different locations. So if someone comes up like, "Hey, how's it going, Barbara?" You're like, "I know exactly where the fuck you came from."
Exactly. It's like, oh, it's a bus creep. Yep. Oh, EMV found it. The book was titled "What Do? A Guide on How." And he thinks it would make a good bumper sticker. Well, we're not going to make a bumper sticker, but if you want to go to Etsy and make somebody print off a bumper sticker for you, custom, and pay way too much for that,
Wait, Liz,
you
don't
have
give.
my approval.
No, you just gave away the rights to our incredible, valuable copyrighted slogan. Now,
What do? A guide on how?
Yeah, now when that blows up and becomes super popular, when we're like, no, DMCA, it's ours, they'll be like, we're gonna pull up this stream where you gave us a verbal permission.
I'm gonna send you 80 DMCA claims.
And our attorney's gonna be like, listen, if you hadn't have given them permission, then you'd be able to sue them, which of course we would all love. But you gave them permission. It's over.
Oh man,
it's never
the
been more
viral
over.
likes, Dave. All the viral likes we could have had.
The likes,
What have
the
we
likes,
done?
the likes. Think of all the lost metrics, like
And all the
tears
follower
in the rain,
counts,
yeah.
all the bots.
We could have had so many bots following us.
We could have looked so big to nobody.
That's my greatest aspiration, is just to have a massively inflated bot follower level so that people get tricked into thinking that we're popular. I don't care about the substance at all. It's just all the image. That's the ultimate.
Hey Hazen.
Hey Liz, hey Lisa.
Yeah. Hey Lisa. Parlors. And I can't even do a voice box changer. Dave can do a great Stephen Hawking on his own. Can you do that one for me?
I'm not sure if Stephen Hawking would approve.
Thank you.
I think you approve.
Anyway, I'm not going to share this with people because Dave doesn't like me sharing video of his family being stupid. But I have
Weird,
I
right?
have video. I'll tell you about it. I will tell you about this winter. I have video of two children sitting in the back of a car, and one of them just turns and says, "Can I cut you?" to the other one. And then the video just ends really fast.
Immediately, click.
Grandma, what are you teaching your grandchildren? Can I cut you? They're not on like they're
Can I
sitting
cut
there.
you?
Can I cut you? And I'm asking, like, Grandma, what is this about? And she, like, did you hear this? She's like, I don't know. What is this in the video? I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Well, they probably say so much
I'm old, I can't hear.
Yeah, they probably say so much crazy stuff that it's like it doesn't even register anymore. It's just all a blur of like insane, disturbing child violence speak. You know how it is. That would be my guess.
But they're not cutting in line. They're not playing on their tablets. It's just ridiculous. There's no explanation.
It's a sick world. What can I say?
Yeah. Do we have a color palette for this that I have to look at?
Yeah, we do have references for the character colors, and then I think I'm already kind of thinking through how I'm going to shade it. I think especially with the character's power flaring up, there's just some green lightning going on, but I think I can make the tails almost seem like very flamey and cool. I think the tail coloration is going to be a big part of the palette, sort of cementing the whole thing together.
Okay, I have to go see if I'm banned from that chat yet. Hold on.
Oh, pff.
Don't care anymore.
Yes, to go see the band. What did she say?
She is checking on whether or not she has been banned from her exciting PG chat, her explicitly PG only chat.
I'm getting my talking to. Hold on.
You're getting a talking to? Well, you kind of earned it by posting Jurassic Park in there. It's PG-13, my lady.
No, maybe not. Hold on.
Icarus, you flied a little too close to the sun today.
Don't, my lady.
These people come from this chat. They're like, David, why didn't you control your wife? It's like, oh, you think that's a thing I can do? That's not in the roster of abilities over here, friend.
That's my wife.
You better be careful. You're gonna find mates the wrong color.
Yeah, if I mess with her, then I will get the color blocking slightly off brown from the brown that I want Mace to be, and then I'll just like lose it. I can't deal with that.
You're powerless. No, Mace will be white instead of cream, and you won't know until I tell you later. You have to go back and change everything.
I'll just start shaking. This color is wrong. This color is wrong. This color is wrong.
This color is wrong. This color is wrong. This color is wrong. I heard 4 messages in there, and I'm not even looking at them until I'm like, obviously.
You got 4 messages in there. You stood up to look at messages. There's 4 of them, and you're like, well, no time to look at them. You walk back.
Hey, yeah.
You live in a strange world, Liz. I'm just gonna say that. I don't even understand half of it, and I live with you. Actually,
Strange world.
I have been drinking coffee, so I'm gonna be right back. I'll mute myself. You guys
Wonder
can
why.
Get some coffee.
Yeah. Liz, it's all you for the moment.
I'm gonna get 50 Shades of Grey and just read that to them. I like Mammo's better.
And then he touched my clitoris.
Well, Mamo, once again, if Elon is gonna nuke a lot of your Grok access, he should probably start doing it legally. Oh, I didn't know I was on stream. I'm sorry. I forgot he's doing the camera. I just walked by and didn't care. I should get my lizard and put her make the lizard time, but she's asleep.
Lizard.
Mace is not a white color. He is a light cream color. That's actually important. That's why when his eyes are white, because he is cream.
Whiter than sour cream.
Nope.
What's the NAV club and Glee club and even the chess team?
I don't know the reference, so yes. I'm going to agree with that. Okay, yeah, Queen of the PG chat is apparently getting up on her high horse about what is approved and not approved.
It's not approved to say no words in my PG chat.
Which is amazing because she's never in there, by the way, which is why I just kind of run the show.
Somebody
wow,
obviously went and told her.
Oh my God, you woke up. Yeah, well, yeah, somebody bitched and cried. And felt insecure. Ooh, white and needy. That's a good version of Weird Al. You Weird Al, Weird Al.
I'm white.
No, white
and
and needy is better than white and nerdy. You outdid Weird Al.
Where's your daughter? Open the fucking door.
Don't introduce me to Weird Al. First of all, I know Weird Al, not personally.
We
And
need
second
to
of all,
introduce Liz to Weird Al.
I like.
Oh, buddy.
You two would really hit
I'm
it
an
off.
I'm an 80s child. I know Weird Al. I used to watch the show. We own the movie. Don't act like I don't know who Weird Al is.
Weird Al the movie. Don't you dare act like I don't know who Weird. You don't know who
What
Weird
is
Al
Weird
is.
Al?
Have you ever heard of Wolverine?
Oh, dude, that one. Gosh, that just like hit your head on the door.
Have you ever heard of Sonic? Well, let me tell you, Sonic is hot chick heaven.
What is that from?
This is a video this guy made on YouTube a long time ago. Well, I don't know if it was originally on YouTube, but he was just like talking about all the girls in Sonic and how much he liked them. And he said that the Sonic universe is hot chick heaven.
Oh, do they think Tails is a girl? I bet they do.
I don't think they did.
I bet they got Sonic pregnant.
No one thinks Tails is a girl, Liz.
don't think many people do think Tails is a
It's voiced by a girl.
No, it's not. Don't lie to me.
He's supposed to be a little smaller guy.
Yeah.
I heard. I don't know if this is true. I heard in Japan. I heard in Japan, Goku is voiced by a woman.
Goku kind of has that
Yeah,
like
he is.
enthusiastic
Yes.
face. Like,
He has an enthusiastic face. That sounds like a veiled insult if I've ever heard one.
yeah.
I
Well,
love
it
your
is
enthusiastic face.
upbeat,
Your face is very enthusiastic.
enthusiastic. Yeah, I came up with the best answer to like when furries introduce themselves to me, and I really shouldn't do it, but if a furry ever comes out and introduces themselves to me, I'll just be like, you have an excellent imagination and you're very creative. Let them read into that as they will.
More vicious backhanded compliments from Liz.
That's very creative. I certainly never would have thought of that.
Mm.
I heard that a lot as a kid.
Another one
actually.
is like, oh no, you don't have to tell me what you are. I can tell. And then, that's just like confuses them too.
Yeah, but then if you
I
can't guess
know
their
what you
animal,
are.
then they're gonna be like, well, actually, you can't tell because you could not guess my creature.
I was like, no,
Ah.
no.
You never guess my creature because it's something I made up. It's a closed species.
Closed species.
I think some women are a closed species to these people.
Oh, shots fired! Damn.
All right, apparently there are a lot of hot girls in the world of Sonic, so what do I know?
Yeah, what do you know?
I
Tails
think
is
that
a
some of
girl.
the Sonic girls get slept on a lot.
I just
Not
miss
literally.
Sally and Bunny from Sat AM.
I do miss Sally and Bunny. I guess
Yeah.
they would also count.
Honestly, Saddam just had like a really. There's a vibe about that perfectly captures the time period it was produced in. It's like a time capsule of that like generation of cartooning.
Yeah, that like early '90s like action cartoon
Yeah.
with like cartoony kind of characters and stuff. Yeah, I think so.
It's if you're looking for like a historically accurate like vibe from a time period, like that's the cartoon vibe from that time period. I would say it's very historically useful. I wouldn't necessarily tell people, oh, Sonic Saddam, if you're a 30-something adult, you have to see it. Oh my god, it's so like
You have to see Dulcie the dragon.
No, I don't want to hear that either.
but no, it's a good time capsule. If you're wondering what can I mainline
That's
the
a really
vibe?
good impression. Wow, Hazen can do Dulcie the Dragon.
I hate,
Wow,
I hate
awesome!
it.
I never knew.
I hated
We
the
just
voice
found
acting
out.
on that dragon so much. As soon as she showed up in season 2, I became a massive rage. My perfect Sonic world was decayed, falling apart around me.
He became a ball of rage, and he refused to draw Dulcie the Dragon in all of his fan art of Sonic.
Yeah, all of
All
the
the Sonic
blow.
banner.
and I was like,
huge
I
blow.
will never in my life, I swear to God, draw Dulcie the dragon. She spoiled my beloved Sonic cartoon with her stupid fat purple dragon presence.
She
That's
purple?
True TikTok
Fucking
about
dragon.
that.
I thought she was purple.
You sound like the demon dragon guy on TikTok when you do that
I
voice.
sound like
by
the
way.
demon dragon guy. Oh, the guy who's in
The demon dragon guy.
the Bad Boys Club president, I think is who he is.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
He's
I wonder if he
president
got
of the
tired.
Bad Boys Club.
I've shown you that, Hazen.
What? Is that the guy who like the girl's like fucking crying because of a breakup or something, and he just slowly turns into like a dragon face?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Just goes, I'm a
Yes.
dragon.
And he does it in the
Rah.
bathroom. Yes.
And also, he
No
does
shirt.
he does some conversations to the camera as though he is addressing her abuser, be like, "It's not nice to hit a lady." And he'll like power up.
I didn't know if it was that or like those weird things where it's like some Reddit guy trying to make like a really mean face, and he's like wagging his finger.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he does like a Super Saiyan thing, like he's gonna power up, and then it just shows like a PNG of like a weird, like muscly, furry character.
I think we're basically channeling the same spirit animal on this one. If it's not the same guy, they're similar enough.
There's definitely multiple people doing it.
It reminds me a little bit about the meme going around this week of you've seen the guy that was ringing the doorbell like, I'm Harry Dresden, motherfucker. This is my neighborhood.
Oh god.
It was so weird. It was a Harry Dresden thing. He was
Or like
obsessed
a
with.
fat Matrix or something.
You're Harry Dresden. Where's your hockey stick, bro?
Like, also the fact that he was in flip-flops, I was like, dude, you're trying to be like you're trying to intimidate a homeowner, and you're out there in flip-flops. That's the wrong footwear for starting shit, for one.
That's
Yeah.
true. The footage of him inside the house doesn't look real to me because that person would not be alive.
Well, I don't know if that footage is real, but the arrest record's definitely real.
That's
That is
actually
true.
that was going through my mind when I watched this. I was just like, this is so over the top and funny. Is it just AI? You know?
A lot of people thought it was AI. I thought it might be at first because, for whatever reason, I don't know, big mystery. Ring camera footage is really, AIs are really good at recreating that.
Weird.
But Justin Wang on Twitter pointed out that like the exact shirt he had on was like available for sale somewhere in AI. If you ever used AI or even seen AI stuff, it's not always great at like recreating something like that, like a shirt with a specific design. It won't stay consistent throughout a video or something like that. Plus the video is longer than 6 seconds, so it's probably not like a Sora thing. Sora's gone.
True.
I don't know how good Seed Dance is at stuff like that, but either way, I mean, it turned out to not be AI. It turned out to be real.
I was it's hilarious. But all the people be like, oh, that fucking asshole, he should have been killed. I would have killed that guy. Blah, blah. Like, it's funny to, like, talk about that, but, like, legitimately, I look at that video and I'm like, is this like some sort of a Reddit guy just, like, spurging out and being, like, totally misbehaving, breaking and entering all this stuff? Like, it strikes me as someone that could potentially actually be having, like, a mental health crisis where they have had some
the guy
sort of...
said,
like, that's not their normal
guy on
behavior, you
home.
know?
He said something to him like, hey, are you military? And he's like, yes, sir, I am. And he's like, I know what you're going through right now. I understand what you're going through. And like,
I don't
that is
think
like
that involves looking for someone's daughter though. That's
well, it depends on like a lot of things, but like sometimes, yeah, people, especially people who are in combat and stuff, and they have like PTSD, like it's like a different flavor of freak out that they'll have, but some of it looks like that. They retreat to like a weird like fiction world or something like that. But it could be. I don't even know if he said he was military. Who knows if he was actual military? If he was, he looks like in America he'd probably be in like the Air Force or Navy or something like that. But
Yeah.
I don't. I have no idea like what his deal is, but it's very clear to me that he is having some sort of episode that even people who are angry or like weird or autistic or whatever don't typically behave that way. So if somebody like that was trying to break into my house or whatever, if I had a house, if I had a gun, yeah, I probably would have shot the guy. But like,
oh yeah, and
I'm
if you had a
glad that
daughter in there
didn't
too,
happen.
yeah.
I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad that he if he is having some kind of mental health thing, that maybe instead of getting killed or maimed or injured, he'll be getting help instead.
Yeah, I'm personally glad that it looks like he got arrested and safely arrested. So it's like, okay, he's not going to be busting into people's houses. He's behind bars, and he did not get injured in a serious way. So if this is like some sort of a mental health thing, he can actually get some help.
But he got internet fame.
He did get internet fame. He needs to cash in on that immediately. He needs to log on. Be like, it's me, guys. I'm the Harry Dresden. Please. Please buy my bumper
Twitter
sticker.
Will be Harry Dresden and then the house number.
I was actually like, at first I was like, oh, a fellow Harry Dresden fan. Oh shit, am I like him? Oh god.
I was so shocked to hear that because you never hear anyone talk about Dresden Files or Coming Storm, whatever. What are the books called?
Stormfront is the first book.
Stormfront, yeah. You never hear anybody talk about those, and I don't know why that is, because I know the show wasn't as good as the books, but it was still a fun show. And if you've never read the books, you probably have fun watching the show.
They're a really
And
good
I
book.
don't know.
We actually have all of them in paperback right now.
Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah, I know, but
it's
like
not quite
I
wrapped
just
up yet.
it's strange to me you never hear anybody talk about that. And here's this guy trying to break into somebody's house and ripping their little bell off their wall. Talking about how he is Harry Dresden.
Maybe this is
No
maybe this
man,
is
I'm
all
Harry Dresden. You don't look like that.
this is all the marketing psyop by Jim Butcher. He's like, okay, you need to go there and you need to do something very, very inadvisable, but I will pay you $17. And
Yeah, really.
I'll pay you $17. Do something crazy. Mention that you're Harry Dresden, and then we'll all be on Easy Street.
You'll have $17, and I'll have $17.
I'll have 17 followers.
Operation $17 will be a roaring success.
Okay, so
Unironically,
they're giving you acronyms, and I'm not sure they're accurate. I don't know you that well.
I know,
Giving me,
yeah.
well, acronyms. What are you talking about?
In the chat,
In the chat?
you are a heroic adventurer zapping enemies nonstop.
Zapping enemies not. Zap.
Everybody who is terrible in the Discord has to go. Those are the enemies.
They're enemies and they must be zapped.
Zap, zap, zap. zap.
I mean the tragically fallen warriors.
The free speech warriors who free speeched way too hard and got banned will be avenged.
We missed them. We will do the memoriam in which we do the sad music of like 1993 to 2026. So
Yeah.
we do. Do you remember Ascende? And like here's his last post.
Fucking Hulk music.
Yeah, just how
Oh, no,
at
like
the
we
at
missed
the
them.
at the Grammys every year, right? They go through. Oh, here's all the people that
It's the
died. and how-
Oscars,
the
Dave.
Oscars,
It's the
whatever,
Oscars.
whatever that stupid shit is. No one cares. But every year they go through this list of like, here's all the people in our industry who fell over the. We should do something like that for people that were. Here's all the mighty users who were banned from our server in the last year. Just do like a tribute.
Like, just have like actual like photographs of them in black and white.
Yeah, slowly fades on like a nice music. It has like a screenshot of like what they said that got them banned.
No, it's their avatar. It's black and white avatar, and it's sad music because they died.
Play some video
Would
games.
you do that on the last stream of each year? We could start doing that. It'd be funny. But I don't think we've kept up with who we've banned.
No, not
The,
really.
the, actually, the bots do. The bots can keep track of the banning, so we can actually pull up info.
Those bots, they never
Maybe.
forget a face. They know how to hold a grudge.
Oh,
They know how to retain information. You know what I mean? Loves intelligent zombies.
yeah. Dave's my zombie, I guess.
I'm your zombie. Well,
I like zebras
The
more.
goblin. He's already got the green skin.
if we can get zombies, I mean real zombies, like the ones where you do like the voodoo potion and put them in a grave and they come back. If we can get zombies that can like do art for us, then we might need to start getting into a little bit of voodoo. It's that or slave labor in like South Korea, or I guess maybe use AI. I'm not sure which is the most ethical approach. Probably reanimating the dead.
They're doing acronyms. It makes me think of that Chud movie.
Chud movie.
Yeah.
Is
the,
it
the CHUD, where it was like the monsters underground, and
Oh yeah.
the guy who played Marv from Home Alone's in it.
I actually, I think I saw that on Amazon Prime or something a couple of years ago before Chud became like a really big meme term, and then I was like,
Oh, it's like from the 80s. Yeah.
yeah. It was fine. It was a pretty crappy horror movie, but you know, what are you gonna do? A lot of
Well, for the late 80s, I thought it was okay. Yeah.
it was-
I didn't think it was that bad.
it's like it's the sort of thing where if I was like sitting and just watching that movie, I'd be like, oh, this is not worth my time, blah blah blah. But since I was like working to it and it was on the background, it was fine for the background. And I gotta admit, I've got a soft spot for traditional costuming and stuff, and prosthetics and creature effects.
They did a lot of that in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the idea of the end of the year memorial of everyone who got banned from chat. But I swear everybody would probably like make a fake account, try to do it on purpose to be in there. We don't have to ban that often. I think I only remember maybe like 3 people the entire time of the entire chat we've ever had to ban.
Well, I feel like the new rules are working pretty good, and people see that they're enforced, so it kind of minimizes the level of shenanigans. So we don't actually have to ban that many people. Most people just behave.
No, it's nice. It's easy. I still love the sad music of giving a fuck.
It's funny, but I'm not sure. Like in real life, you're right. It would incentivize people to try to get banned to be on like the thing, and then they'd be mad if they're not on the thing. It's like, no, I got banned. How come you didn't include me in the end of the year summary? That's
Yeah, why did you have to blur out all the profanity I said about you?
Yeah.
People would try to get banned to be on the.
That looked like a quote.
I know, like.
It's a funny idea, but it might be.
Ban me, you will regret this.
Might be funnier, like put into like an entertainment, like a comedy entertainment vehicle, rather than being utilized in real life, where consequences can manifest.
It would only be funny if we had like 5 to 10 people to go through, so there was actually some length to this video.
But it would also be kind of funny if there was only like one person.
Well,
Like here's a tribute to all those brave souls who were banned from a server in the last year.
You don't even like preface it at all. It's just like at the end of like a tectonic video or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they like dedicate the episode to somebody on like Rick and Morty or whatever.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know that.
Dedicate
It's
and
funny, though.
and instead of showing like the date of their birth and death, it shows like the date of their like account creation and then their banning.
I mean, you know what? If we like that, we could do that. I got a list.
It could be funny. That could be fun. We should actually put that as a maybe this would be a funny thing to do. But then the other part kicks in where it's like, well, I don't want anyone who's actually been banned. I've got like a soft spot where it's like, well, we can't have that kind of behavior back. But you know, I feel bad for people because if they are unhappy, I like everyone to be having a good time if possible. So if we took someone that like legitimately got banned and they're legitimately bummed out about it, and then we just like shit all over them at the end of an episode, like in a perfect world, they would like laugh along with it. But you know, what if like they're really having a shitty day or I wouldn't want someone to actually.
People get mad. People get really mad when they're banned. I've had people come into side emails and like beg for mercy, but at the same time announce it's not their fault and attack Hazen. So
Yeah, well, usually they will.
which is not a winning
Attack
move.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always do.
Wait, why me?
Oh, right, because I'm usually the one who bans them.
But yeah, with my approval. Anyway, yeah, somebody is pointing out that we could actually just make up people. What if we do that for an April Fool's Day, where we make up the people who have
That
been
would be
banned?
funny, April
We probably
Fool's.
should.
The people who have been. Yeah, that's
I could
good.
see that being at the end of an episode because it's just as funny as if it's real. Because it's not like the audience is going to be like, "Oh, this person, that actually wasn't a real account, so therefore I know that this isn't real." And it's not like no one really knows. So it'll be just as funny if it's a fake person and there are no victims. No one gets hurt. Everyone's peaceful and happy and safe, and it's good.
Willie is suggested, what if we make a list of artists, authors, and animators that we have like passed away that we know in the last year or two? I think that's too sad, and I don't know anyone that well.
Yeah, I feel like
And I
that
don't
would
want to
be-
like.
Yeah, that would be.
It's not funny, and I
a
don't want to
bummer
like
for a humor
highlight.
show.
Yeah, I don't want to like highlight attention on that because it's just kind of like a negative thing to remind people.
It depends on like what the
Yeah.
vehicle is that we
Sorry.
are using. Like what purpose is this serving for the audience? And if the purpose of something is to, for example, be like a humor show, at that point we don't want to like include content that just like kills the vibe of a humor show. Because then we're not then we're not delivering the value anymore.
Willie realized this when he typed out what's going on there. See, the thing is about the Oscars, from what I noticed, and I learned a lot watching that show, was that just by the vibes of Hollywood, they take themselves so seriously, and they want you to care so much about everything they do, that if they care about this, you need to care about this, and they're going to tell you what to care about for the next 5 hours.
I don't know.
Yeah, they care so much about it. They get Billie Eilish to come up and say stuff.
I don't know why they did
That's
that.
how you get people to listen. Sit their ass down and listen. Is you get Billy Paw Patrol Eilish to come in.
Paw Patrol?
Yeah. There's like, you never heard that rumor about like how she's like, her mental facilities are really not like, kind of like on par. She's like actually like handicapped or something, and they just kind of like cart her out to do like performances, and that's what she can do best. But like when they're doing stuff like setting up stage stuff for her, people have like, it's rumor stuff, right? But it's like people have allegedly caught her like just watching Paw Patrol and laughing hysterically and stuff like that. Like she's one of those people that like mentally she's still like maybe like 6 or 7 years old.
Okay.
I would judge a little more harshly, but I've watched Sad AM and had a pretty good time. So
If you see
Oh, the
if
Sonic
you see
Girls,
her
you know?
talk and stuff, you could like honestly, it's not like totally unbelievable.
Well, you know.
we gotta have an IQ test ready for Billy. What's a verbal IQ test to ascertain if someone is or is not mentally a 6-year-old? Like, hey Billy, pop quiz. Like, what do we ask her to figure that out and put this rumor to rest once and for all?
You ask her.
I think if
only
they can
plays
name all
trivia.
if they can name all the Paw Patrol characters, I think you're in trouble. But then, Dave, you'd fail that test. So.
Yeah, if you know the names of those characters, yeah.
You know, just casually ask and don't tell them that it's a test.
Just
You
so you
might be
just
surprised
walk
if
around
they
with a
know.
bunch of Paw Patrol flashcards and be like, hey Billy, who's this? Hold
Does
it up.
anyone know all the Paw Patrol characters' names?
Yeah, is this a
Oh
firefighter?
my god, I do.
I just need to walk around with Paw Patrol character flashcards for exactly that extenuated
in
circumstance.
your your wallet, just in case you ever see Billie Eilish in the wild.
Yeah, just
Be like,
bust it
hey,
out. Be
Billie
like,
Eilish.
yo, Billy, look familiar? And then if she's like, yeah, that's like Dicklebert or whatever, and then it's like, idiot, and then I got my answer.
Lord.
I don't know
I
what
think
they're called.
Dicklebert is a Scott Adams character.
Listen, I'm not a Paw Patrol expert. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry that I
Dicklebert.
don't know the Paw Patrol names at all. Not even the main character. If there even is a main character, I don't know. Is Paw Patrol like worth watching though? Is it good for adults?
No,
It's
I
good
don't
for
know.
adults. David,
It looks,
you know,
like, it looks
just-
like a show for really, really little kids.
Let's just
Dave,
let's-
I get all of my news off of like the side of a yogurt container, so I'm gonna say no, don't watch that.
I'm gonna preface this by saying if you enjoy Paw Patrol, we will automatically judge you negatively. And now I'm gonna be like, chat, is Paw Patrol a good show to watch? Let's see who falls for it.
You'll be on that
Okay,
list
I
at the
don't
end of the
think-
year.
I don't think we should have podcast extreme bloopers because they're all bloopers. Every show is blooper.
Yeah, this is like a rolling collection of nonstop bloopers. That's the whole. We're just like bloopering until like the time runs out, and then we're like, all right, time to get back to being normal and cool and smart. Not like when we're on stream.
Yeah. Like if you're waiting to clip something that's really stupid, I mean, we got a whole 2 hours here that we saved for you. You can just save some time here.
Yeah, but this is like on stream. Like off stream, we're totally intelligent. I fucking swear, we're really smart. Smart when we're not.
Very intelligent and epic.
When I'm on stream, that's just an act. I'm actually pretty smart, guys.
You're so much cooler online.
So much cool. No, I'm cooler offline because they can see my online behavior and judge it accurately. That's no good.
Oh God, no! Oh no! Guys, it's not me. It's not, I'm
Guys,
not really like
The
that.
version of me that you can see with your senses, don't trust them. Don't trust your lying eyes and ears. I just believe in your heart that I'm a cool guy.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
Precisely.
The only thing I know about Paw Patrol is the frozen images I've seen on merchandise at Walmart. It's all over Walmart.
Frozen images.
I don't know. I've seen placemats and I've seen bikes with stickers, and that is the extent of my knowledge.
What do you mean frozen images? Do you mean like stills, or do you mean like pictures of Paw Patrol like in cryogenic stasis? What are we?
I mean, it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing. Their mouths are open. They look a little like, you know, the eyes skewed, so it's looking at you, but I know it's really not.
No, it's really
like
not. It's really
frozen
not the same
trying-
thing. Like a still image
It's
of a
trying to
character is not the same as them locked in ice, locked in Jabba's palace for all of eternity with a grimace on their face. Those are very different fates.
No, it is though. It is because they're enthusiastic and they're selling something.
Oh god, back to the
They have that
enthusiastic
much-
face. We're back to that.
They have that face. You know, the Shrek with the eyebrow going up a little bit. It's like that.
Your face is so enthusiastic.
I wish I would have went through with that Shrek camera commercial.
What
What
camera
is that?
commercial?
You know the picture of Shrek with the camera where it says like, "This one's going in my cringe collection."
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah, that's great.
What?
That's like an actual picture from like a some kind of Canon camera commercial. It that they were
Oh.
gonna make, and they finished like that scene of it, but like they just never the plug was pulled on it or something later, so they just never did go back and make it.
I'm glad the internet
I've
somehow
seen
got a
a-
hold of it because that's a great one.
That's a winner. That's a meme right there. I know about the Grinch with the pistachios, and there's some dirty jokes, and we're not sure if those are real. About the
I don't
Grinch
know.
and
I
his
never
nuts.
heard about that.
Oh, like the pistachios commercial. I forgot about that.
It's not a commercial. It's just like an ad that was seen at a grocery store, and it's like really like smutty.
Yeah, isn't it like all like
It's
really
not- it's
suggestive
not
Oh yeah,
language
green
green
about
and
like
salty, just
Really?
like my nuts.
yeah.
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever,
really
yeah.
suggestive, and that PG furry chat should not have that one. They're gonna get upset with me again.
Oh, to the P. Yeah, don't put it in the PG chat. That's the Grinch promos. Way too spicy. I'm gonna jump out on a limb and say probably the whole Grinch cartoon in its original form might be a little much. There's some dark themes there about Christmas and being stolen, and someone being very grouchy and mean on a mountain. It's just a little much. It's a little much, Liz. This is a PG chat.
I think we need an anagram for PG. That's
An anagram.
and it's not pretty good. It's
What,
a
like-
pretty good chat. No, it's not.
You mean an abbreviation? An anagram, isn't that like PG, like backwards? Spelled, it would be GP.
I'm not keeping track.
Of what? Words? The English language?
I read the chat. That's my job.
What does the chat say? Is the chat telling us that
They
we're
say
smart?
we're practically a soft. We're a soft R now. It's nice. We got a good new rating.
We're soft art.
We're
That's
getting
good.
better. We're moving up the ladder now. We're
I'm not what the
soft.
alternative is to a soft R, but I guess soft R is where we want to be at the moment.
I think you're pretty R, Dave.
Pretty R. I'm pretty R, you guys.
You are pretty
There's a
R.
pirate.
It's a hard R.
R for rad, I think.
Yarr.
No.
Yeah, R for yes, R for rad. If we're describing me, I would like that to be what it stands for. That's my. I'm filing that request. It's an official.
That's your head cannon.
People try to
Somebody
tell
made a
me-
joke in YouTube about Mace being swallowed by a whale, drowned in the ocean, set on fire, and now the rest of YouTube is concerned that that might be real.
It could
Is this
be.
real?
Go read YouTube.
No, you can't make me. I'm drawing.
Oh,
But I
like
w-
the chat and YouTube.
But I will say,
the
if
chat
there's
the chat is very frightened that that might be real.
if there's anyone that gets really upset over the Mace whale swallowing story arc, if it does indeed happen, I'm not saying if it will or if it won't, but if you get upset over it during the story arc, just remember, with Jonah, there was a happy ending. Getting swallowed by a whale, literally not the end of the story. Okay, just give it some time.
It wasn't a whale, it was a big fish.
That's true. I mean, everyone always like turns it into a whale, but technically in the Bible it is a big fish, and the Bible, as we know, is factually infallible. So there must be a fish out there that's actually large enough to swallow a person
Whenever
whole.
I'm not sure if something is real, like on the internet, or I'm like, is that AI? I check the Bible.
That's a. I mean, it's been there for 6,000 years for you to check. That's why it's there.
Yeah, I mean, when God created the earth, there was the Bible. So
Well,
There
first,
was also Chat GPT.
first God created. First, there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So yeah, no,
that
literally,
means the Bible was there.
yeah, literally.
Literally yelled himself into existence. God!
I mean, yeah. If you're thinking about like the inception of the world as logos made manifest, then we are talking about things descending down from a platonic realm of pure abstraction and language, and then into existential manifestation. That's the way I like it, motherfucker. I wonder what the
Well, anyway.
Neoplatonists are all about. Like, I'm reading some Plato,
What?
and the
That just came out of nowhere.
It's not out of nowhere. It's been on the back burner in my mind. Just like I'm reading some Plato. It's interesting, eternal
Okay.
forms. But then it's like, well, then there's Neoplatonists. Like, how did they even know about the Matrix back then? I've got to look into this at some point.
Okay, you know what? Honestly, Dave, how often do you think about Rome?
Rome? I don't know. Maybe like 3 or 4 times a week, tops. Not too much.
Exactly. That's like the breakfast question, but women use that on men.
Wait, what? Did I pass? Is this?
It's not like the breakfast question.
It is for women. I'm very concerned about
It's
men.
just a straight up question.
Wait, so what is it?
Well, now we know Hazen's thinking about Rome. Hazen, how often do you think about Rome?
Wait, what does the answer mean to you as a woman? What information are you getting from like which answers? Because now I'm very concerned about how much I'm thinking about Rome.
Hazen doesn't want to talk about Rome. He's a little concerned.
Well, we've suddenly detected the presence of a trap, and I'm trying to figure out what's the trigger, what's the spring, what's the bait, how does this work? So Liz, when someone says they think about Rome 3 or 4 times a week, what do you hear?
What
Whoa.
would you do?
What would you do? First of all, I hear you are doing this. You are a stereotypical man.
Oh. Is that good or bad?
You are cookie cutter. You are cookie cutter man.
All right, so then how would that be different if I thought about Rome, say, 9 times a week?
Well, it's also false positive because when you ask someone about something, you're making them think about it right then and there. So I made you think about Rome again.
Yeah, like that counts. That counts as one of my like 3 to 4 per week, right? I'm not cheating here.
Do you have a chart? Thought about Rome today?
Listen, you don't need to know about my charts. You don't need to know about my Rome chart.
My Rome chart.
My Rome chart. Thought about Rome today. Check.
Yeah, have I hit my quota for Rome thoughts for the week? Not quite. Time to think about it a little more.
What are you thinking about? Is there some new? You're not even reading a book on it right now. Is there some new information?
No, just thinking a little bit
Did you
about...
discover something about Rome in your head?
No, I'm just like trying to remember. Like everyone talks about how Caligula was this amazing, crazy, decadent emperor who was really bad, but it's like, you know what? There's actually that one that was way worse, and then it's like, what was his name again? And I try to remember his name.
Hercules.
No, it wasn't Hercules.
Hercules.
Damn it, I can't remember his name, but he was the one who brought the magic black stone from Persia and brought that to Rome and forced them to worship that instead of the gods. And there was a lot of very unsavory human sacrifices to that black stone. And the Praetorians, eventually, they did not like it too much. And he was also, honestly, I'm not trying to like make this into like a political stream, but he might be one of the first historically established, I don't know what the right word is that people don't execute you for, transvestites, cross-dressers, but he would go into bars in Rome, like just like slum Roman bars, and he would cross-dress and he would try to get men to have sex with him, and he would go to Roman doctors and be like, listen, you need to make me a woman. Like, this emperor was off the hook, but eventually there were so many children sacrificed to this black stone that everyone was just like, no, he's too sacrilegious, he's not appreciating like the real gods, you know, like Zeus and Jupiter, like those are the real ones, we got to get rid of this. But it was not Caligula.
Zeus and Jupiter.
I forget his name, but he was a wild one.
Wow. Well, thanks, Dave. Now we're all thinking about Rome.
Well, this is only 2 of the
Yeah.
4 for my week, so
We'll see you on Friday, everybody. When we
we'll
think
see
about
you on
Rome
Friday
again.
when we think about Rome some more.
Willie Silver says your architecture kind of looks like Rome, which I agree with. I
Oh,
think
I'll
that's
take
on
that as
purpose.
a compliment. Yeah, I like the Roman architecture. Usually it looks very nice. Except for...
When you think about Rome, is it like... well, go on. What is it?
Well, I was going to say, except for, like, there's all the Roman architecture that's, like, stone and looks great and everything, but that's not really, like, a lot of the residential architecture. It would actually be multi-story in Rome. They had multi-story apartments, like 3 to 4-story apartments, but they were put together, like, really fucking janky. Like, I mean, not well constructed, so they would often just collapse and kill a bunch of people. And that's the architecture you don't really hear much about because it doesn't stand the test of time. Probably doesn't even stand
Literally.
the test of, like, 4 or 5 years. But that was
Is this in the
that's
last-
for the poor people in the slums.
Okay, so this is ancient Rome or decades ago? When was this?
Oh, ancient. I don't know much about recent Rome. I think of it
Okay,
more
just
as like
checking.
Italy, it's like spaghetti.
Okay, so, like-
pre-spaghetti Rome.
Okay. When you think about Rome, is it like in passing, Rome, or do you spend hours and hours thinking about this?
Not hours because it's not my profession. It's just really in passing.
I have to see if I got a private message for my bad behavior. I'm waiting for that one. I want that one.
Why do you want to be acknowledged for bad behavior? You should want to be acknowledged for good behavior.
No, so I can ignore it on purpose and let them, know my opinion.
You're a creature, Liz. You're a very, very.
My passive aggressive behavior.
I'm just gonna. What am I? I'm gonna say that you have a very enthusiastic personality. How's that?
We're up to 24 messages, and I don't care.
I'm up to 24 messages, and I don't care. Is that your? I wonder if they make these. I'm making like a little boot strap thing here, where the laces on their shoe actually are connected to like a rotating dial, so you can actually just like go and like turn this dial, and it tightens the laces on the entire foot. I don't know if that's real, but
I don't know if that's real either. I don't think I've ever seen a thing like that.
well, I'm drawing it in this commission, so. If I was a shoemaker, I would experiment with that. So that way you can actually lace up your shoe, would just be like turning the thing instead of having to sit there and be like, well, time to tighten every lace individually.
I'm gonna crank my shoes up.
Time for the shoe cranking. It reminds me, remember back in, this was probably late 80s, early 90s when they had the Air Jordans that you'd have to like, you'd actually like pump your shoes up and like inflate them.
Yeah, I remember that from the Austin Powers movie.
They never kept up with that, so my assumption is that it was probably not effective at anything at all, but it was funny.
I never understood what that was supposed to do. Like, was like the ad that was supposed to help you jump higher or something?
Yes, the ad was it was supposed to like literally, I think, help you have like springier, bouncier, like almost like trampoline feet, like superhuman trampoline basketball player feet. I was like, really? Just by like inflating an air bubble on my shoe? Is that? I didn't think it was gonna work, so I never really wanted the inflatable shoes. I didn't care about that stuff. I was not fooled. If everyone's like, who was fooled by the Air Jordans? Not me. I mark me down as one of the smart ones.
I am very intelligent.
And I need people to know that. That's why I tell them, so they're not confused about whether or not I'm very intelligent. But yeah, if you're ever wondering, like, is this person wise? Should I listen to them and their life experience? Simple question to ask them. It's like, hey, did you ever have Air Jordans? Did you ever think that was a good idea? You fucking idiot. I knew it.
You're stupid.
Okay, wait a minute. And I just came into a whole monologue from Dave about how he's too smart for rich person shoes. What is this now?
Rich person shoes. Air Jordans are dumb person shoes. And yes, that is
Dude.
That is how I measure my self-worth in the number of Air Jordans I never bought.
Dave.
Yeah?
I'm not sure people know this, but Dave's shoes. Do you want to talk about your shoes in college, sir?
My shoes in college? Apparently you have more
There
memory of
was
my shoes in college
There
than
was
I
a
do.
point when your soles were flapping, and I think you taped those shoes together. I remember you taping shoes together.
Yeah, probably. What, I don't have like a
He's too smart to buy new shoes.
No, it's
Too poor to buy new
too
shoes.
important. I'm sorry, Liz. I didn't have like a shoe toothberry. If I crammed a shoe under my pillow at night, I don't get like a shiny new shoe as a result. I don't know what world you
Well,
grew
hey,
up
wait,
in.
wait. Your mom had that great slogan about putting a shoe in the door when there's a woman in your room.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, there's a woman in your room. You better put her shoe in the door so you don't get any ideas. It's like, okay,
Oh,
Mom,
thank goodness.
I'm in my mid-20s in college. Thank you for the advice, Mother. But, taping
You know,
shoes.
if you all...
Taping shoes, by the way, not the craziest thing. Have you ever heard of shoe glue?
Oh.
Because I have. Growing up, that's what we used to keep our shoes going for longer periods, so we would not have to buy new shoes. Is shoe glue, which was kind of like some sort of a epoxy plastic adhesive kind of thing that you just would, like a liquid rubber, you'd paint it on there, like I guess similar to rubber cement. And once it hardens, that shoe doesn't have a hole in it anymore. You're good to go.
Wow. That's a lot worse than what I was saying about you. Thank you for telling everybody about the shoe glue, Dave.
I'm just spreading the information. So if there's people out there, they're like, you know what, my shoes are worn out and I can't really afford new sneakers. Now they have a solution. Instead of spending money on new sneakers, spend that same amount of money on some shoe glue, and then you'll have sneakers for decades.
Oof.
In fact, you could probably
Say
just
oof
paint
to
your
you.
foot, pull it off, turn it inside out, then like reverse it again, and have a shoe that's perfectly custom formed to your very arches.
Coat hanger on the doorknob. Well, no, Willie Silver, that's when the shoes don't work. That's if the shoes don't work. Like, if you put a tie on the door, then the shoes have failed you.
Well, yeah, the tie on the door technique, that's a message to roommates being like, hey, don't come in here because I'm engaging in unchristian acts with my girlfriend. And the shoe in the door is meant to prevent those very acts from ever occurring because you're like, you know what? I have no control over myself. I would absolutely do things that I believe are ethically unacceptable, except for the fact that I have made a situation where I would get caught. Therefore, that situation will compensate for my total lack of self-control. So it's no longer a problem that I cannot even have the self-discipline to maintain my own ethical imperatives. Problem solved. Now I have made a situation that's unsurmountable.
Yep, Lord, if it was not for my shoes, I would not be able to control myself, and who knows what might happen. So many regrets.
Yeah.
Thank God for the shoe in the door.
I feel like that's the purpose of ethics, right? Is setting yourself up to have like things that you absolutely are not able to control about yourself. And it's not like you try to develop the ability to moderate your own behavior to accord with your own beliefs. No, you just instead have to put all sorts of like tripwires and catches in your life and booby traps to make sure that if you ever falter and
Whoops.
fail, like, I played myself.
Well, you know, it's kind of like if you follow Lent and you have the idea that you have to give up things for God and Jesus, and then you cook up ways to get around it because you're tricking God. You know, it's like that.
Yeah, the best religious systems always have a portion where they're like, all right, so we need to do this thing that God commands us to do, but is he really that smart? Can we just fucking pull the wool over his eyes? Perfect, let's do that.
Well, you know,
The thing, the thing I always
yeah.
see people do, for, like Catholics do for Lent, is they're always like, "Well, I'm giving up meat for Lent," and
Yep.
then they eat pork, or they eat like sausage,
Yep.
and they eat fish, and
Yep.
they're like, "Well, that's not meat." Like, yeah, it is. That
Well,
is meat.
I saw somebody argue that alligator meat is a fish, so you can have alligator meat.
What's the exemption from fish anyway? That's meat.
Well,
That's the
I
flesh
guess
of a living creature.
apparently the idea is that you're not supposed to eat good meat, so they've decided that fish is cheap meat. So that's
It's just like
okay.
awesome though. Like,
don't
what
know.
the fuck are they
Well,
talking about?
I heard somebody was eating. Oh yeah, we eat sushi to cover that. Someone's like, well, that's expensive and that's bad.
As long as someone is able to like point at you
Oh.
and say you're doing it wrong. But like to my way of thinking, if the whole point
That's
of
how
this
you
Lent
win.
thing, and I'm not a Catholic, so I don't understand it. Let's establish that at the beginning. If the whole point of this Lent thing is, oh, I'm going to forego something to demonstrate that I'm going through suffering. I'm doing some kind of a symbolic penance, so I'm like inducing voluntary discomfort into my life. If then the first thing you do is be like, now how can I make this as comfortable and actually not as big of a deal as possible? How can I actually get some delicious things that are yum 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 and I like? It's like, is the point of this to like suffer along with your Lord and Savior, like, or is the point of this to check a box and then do everything humanly possible to avoid the suffering? Like, what are you doing here? Like there's a cat of nine tails. You can just grab that and flagellate yourself if that's what you're really going for. I don't know.
Well, you know, check the box that you thought of Rome. Check the box that you were, religious today.
There's
there you
box 1, Rome, 3 to 4 times a week. Box 2, religions. What's the deal with?
go. Sunday box check.
Sunday, 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 as we question every religion except one. You gotta know which one you're not allowed to question. That's a very important thing to note if you're online.
Orthodoxy.
Protestants.
You can't question Protestant Christianity. If you make fun of Christianity in our culture, you're done. You'll be banned from everything. That's how it works. I
You'll be
remember
cooked.
ever since the 90s, anyone making fun of Christians and their love of Jesus, they're just socially destroyed. Can't get a job in the entertainment industry after that.
Okay. So apparently the old we got a minute, but the Old Testament food restrictions were to keep them from eating things that make them sick. So it was actually designed to help people out, which makes sense because back then seafood, like if lobsters were not cooked properly, it was actually like it could kill you.
Yeah, that's why.
And that's
Poisonous.
why
Yeah.
That's why
was.
they'd give them to prisoners because they're like, yeah, you're a prisoner. Who cares? Eat a lobster. See what happens.
Exactly, but now we figured out food a little better, so it's a little outdated. But no, I saw somebody who was practicing Lent, and then they were asking around to see if fast food is really food, so maybe they could just eat hamburgers from McDonald's, and the Lord would know.
Yeah, like as
Yeah.
long as you have some sort of a workaround to the morality you're trying to follow, it's all good because it's when it comes to religion, it's definitely not the spirit of the law that counts. It's absolutely just the letter of the law. That makes sense with spirituality, right? Totally.
Yeah, they're both spirit things.
Yeah. Like, am I honoring the
Box
spirit of
check.
this law? No, we're gonna do everything possible to violate that, but technically. Oh, perfect. That's
Hey,
awesome.
Dave.
Great job. Yeah.
Hey Dave, it's 4 o'clock, so you can check the box on Rome and religion. You did too today.
All right, double trouble, and it's time for me to maybe get some delicious food in my belly, so I'm not all hungry.
Willie Silver is having a pasta with sausage. Oh, that sounds so good.
Nice. Well, I hope everyone is headed towards. Excuse me. That was. Well,
Oh,
did you hear
what
that?
the hell?
Something just flew by.
We call that the root beer
Yeah,
bird,
the
ladies
root
and
beer
gentlemen.
bird flew by the window again. It happens sometimes.
Root
Fuck
beer
you.
bird.
Wow.
The root beer bird flew by the window.
Wow.
So I hope everyone's headed for delicious food. Watch out for the root beer bird. You
Terrible.
never know when it might strike. Liz, Hazen, any announcements that I am dumbly forgetting that we should mention before I go?
Announcement. David's dumb, especially after that.
What the hell? There's gonna be a conversation after this stream ends. Anything else?
Look forward to a new Tectonic animation and the GarageBand thing real soon because
Yeah.
we
I-
really
I-
need you guys' help on the GarageBand Kickstarter. We want
I
to
shot my
support
throat
Jason
out
as an
last
artist,
night.
his first book. So please come out and help us out.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I can't wait for people to actually get into the book more because it's actually really well written.
It is actually a really good book too. I would not be asking you to come and pledge money to it if it sucked. So
I have to
It's
say, the
really
pins
good.
the pins are really pretty. Apparently, there's some like gyrating, like bouncing boobs, which we've never done before.
yeah, there's like pins with moving parts, which is some of the moving parts are things that are unique to these pins so far. I think things we've never really done.
Yeah, I think honestly, I'm pretty excited about the pin designs. This is not the one that has the moving parts, but Rihanna's arm is going to be able to swing back and forth. Ginger's tail is going to swing, and Penny's the boobs are going to be able to slide up and down like she's jogging in real life, like she's jogging into your heart.
I was gonna say that.
You were? Well,
That's great. Yeah, the tail moves, doesn't it? Does the
great
tail
minds
swing?
think alike. Yeah, the tail swings on Ginger.
Hey, I don't think these have gone into production yet because we have to run the campaign first.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but the green on the underwear there, is that glow in the dark?
I don't think so. Green on the underwear. Oh yeah, no, we could actually make that a glow in the dark film if we meet goal. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to consult before we go into production to make sure that we're actually making stuff cool. There's gonna be stickers.
Now, I believe
pins.
if you have that line art done today, I can move it into colors and get it ready by Friday.
Nice. Yeah, we could shade this on Friday. That'd be great. All right. Well, stuff coming from us in the near future. So everyone, thank you for hanging out with us. Have a nice meal. Watch out for the root beer bird, and we'll see you on Friday. Stream ends in 5, 4, 3.